Good morning, colleagues. This is Kurt. I just wanted to um, take a moment and talk to you about the Carnegie Foundation elective classification for community engagement. I am part of the committee here on campus that is collecting data for this designation, particularly with the College of Arts and Sciences, and particularly with our department, Arts and Humanities. Um, and I wanted to speak a couple minutes about what this involves and about the significance of it because I teach on Friday afternoons, which tends to be when our meetings are held. So I just wanted to um, take some time here to talk to you about it. In essence, the Carnegie Foundation designation, a lot of you know, is very prestigious. When universities receive it, it sort of propels us to another level in terms of optics, in terms of how we're perceived by other universities as well as by the community. And the president's office is very much behind this, but what it really entails is a chronicling of all of the community engagement that the university is involved with and does on an individual and on an ongoing basis. And as a part of that, I'm collecting data from our department. Involving community engagement. So, what I'm interested in and what the committee is interested in is any kind of evidence that you have either from your publications, from your presentations, from your classroom work, so on and so forth, that involves community engagement. And community engagement, in terms of what the committee um, asks for, has to do with not only engaging members of the community, but also with reciprocity. In other words, with the community giving back in some way. And I've received some degree of clarification on this. Um, this can involve members of the community actually sitting in and having input on what you're doing, and so forth. Say, for instance, if you were working with the food bank and the food bank somehow had a stake or a say in what your involvement was in terms of curricular involvement and so on. Anything involving, um, interacting with, say, high schools in the community or other things like that also applies. Um, and actually, what was really encouraging in the last meeting that the committee had yesterday, we got some clarification that not only is archival stuff permissible as evidence, say, for instance, like uh, syllabi or anything that's been written up in any kind of paper, any kind of award, letter of recommendation, or anything like that, or letter of appreciation, anything of that nature. But also, you can submit a holistic narrative, a brief holistic narrative of what it is that you've done involving community engagement, and that can also serve as evidence. And I'm just going to wrap up what I'm saying here because we're all incredibly busy. I just want to add that many departments throughout campus, both academic as well as professional departments and administrative departments, are participating here. And I really would like to see us as a department represented well. Now, what we submit may not actually end up front and center in the final document that's submitted to the Carnegie Foundation for the designation for approval, but it would be nice, at least from my perspective, for our material to go in there into the grand data pool that's being compiled so that other people in at the university can get a sense and part of what we're doing and how we are impacting the community. I know that's probably a bit you know um, um, selfish on my part, or wanting to sort of champion um, arts and humanities. But anyway, long story short, if you could email me your materials as you're able to compile them, if you could in the header of the email put something regarding Carnegie, so that I'll keep my eye open because of course we get massive amounts of email daily. Um, and it's better to go ahead and send it if you're not sure, because the committee will make that determination later on as to where it applies and if it applies, and so on and so forth. You all don't need to worry about that aspect of it. The committee will deal with that. Um, I need this material to be checking my calendar here. I need this material. In order to get it to the committee and to the proper folks. I would like it before November 21st. Okay, just to give you kind of a hard date, if you could get me this material before November 21st, I would greatly appreciate it, and it would be of a great help to this committee and ultimately to the university's achievement of this designation. With that, I'll end this stream, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, curt.meyer@tamusa.edu. Okay, have a wonderful day. Thank you.